What? The Flyers are actually playing good hockey? I don't even remember what that feels like. So I'm sitting on the couch saying, what is this feeling? This is absurd. I don't even know what this is. But it's the Flyers. It's the Flyers putting on a good display. And I'm almost lost for words, but I'm really not because I'm going to break this thing down for over 10 minutes, okay? But wow, what a fantastic hockey game. The Flyers shut out the Devils 4-0 in their home opener. Carter Hart gets his first career shutout, and we will get into Carter Hart because he was special today. He was a game changer, and you can argue that without him, this game is completely different because he made one save that made me jump out of my couch and go, oh my God! Just like that. Just like that. Before we dive into this, though, use the promo code BROADS at SeatGeek's checkout page for a free $20. That's right. You can get a free $20. Use the promo code BROADS now. All right, so that place was buzzing. The Wells Fargo Center was electric. That place was insane. Alain Vigneault gets this big round of applause. Of course, Couturier, Giroux, all the dogs get a nice ovation, including Wayne Simmons. That tribute video, by the way, to Wayne Simmons, it had tears coming down my face. Tears coming down my face because I remember all of the memories that guy had here, the fights, the big hits, the amount of energy that guy brought to the Wells Fargo Center over his tenure here was insane. So, kudos to Wayne Simmons, all right? And then the fact that he says we should boo him because that's what Philadelphia does, and he actually got boos throughout the game. That's beautiful. That is beautiful. But the Wayne Simmons thing had me in my feelings. I'm not going to lie. But let's move on, all right? Because the Wells Fargo Center was on another level. Just think about last year. Last year, that place was dead. Flyers fans were trying to sell their tickets, and deservingly so. They were trying to get rid of them, and no one even wanted them, and deservingly so. But this was an atmosphere that reminds me of the good times the Philadelphia Flyers had, and it's been quite some time since we had that. So let's break it down here, the first period. I thought the Flyers dominated. They dominated for the first 16 minutes of this period, throwing pucks on net, getting a good forecheck, but it wasn't anything grade A worthy. It wasn't a grade A scoring chances. It wasn't these scoring chances where you're on the edge of your seat thinking they're going to go in. They're just forechecking, putting the body on, moving the puck around in the offensive zone, but they were dominating time of possession and keeping it in their zone. The problem was they weren't really getting anything that looked like a good scoring chance. Then the last 4 minutes, the Devils just came out to play, and they came in this big wave where Carter Hart had to make these stellar saves. But the last 4 minutes or so of that period, a little concerning, and I didn't like how it ended at all. The Devils had all the pressure. The Devils had all the momentum. Like, what happened? We had 16 minutes of good-ass hockey. What the hell happened? The second period came around, and this was where I would say the most entertaining part of the game occurred. The third was fun too, of course, but the most entertaining and the most action was that second period. So Giroux ends up hitting the post on this mini breakaway, if you will. He uses the backhand, bang, hits the post. Oh, so close. Then 2 seconds later, off the same play, he gets a one-timer there in the slot-ish area, and he misses a wide-open net. Why? No, Claude, we need you to get on the board. He missed wide. Then we get a power play opportunity. JVR's wide open backdoor. The power play looks good too, by the way. There's movement involved. It looks fantastic. But JVR sitting backdoor wide open. He misses. What? No. Then Kevin Hayes has the puck behind the net. He doesn't realize that Schneider is literally on the ground, not even in the net. He had a wide open net to play with. He finally realizes it, and he shoots, and he misses a wide open net. Stop me if you heard me say that before. I've said it 55 times already. already. The Flyers should have been up 6-0 at this point, and it concerned me because there's always those games where you have a million opportunities, you don't score, the Devils end up scoring eventually, and then, bad things happen. But in that same period, with a couple seconds left, Ivan Provorov comes down, rips a clap bomb. Oscar Lindblom has a perfect screen in front of Schneider. Schneider had a great game, all right? There's just only so much you can do when you score 0 goals, but in that second period specifically, too, he held his team in there. But Ivan Provorov comes in with the clap bomb. Couple seconds left on the power play. We take a 1-0 lead. Hayes and Raffle take tripping penalties. There was 12 seconds of a 5-on-3 for the Devils, but we were able to kill both off. Raffle ends up getting the breakaway. He hits the post. Oh, why can't we get more of a comfortable lead? We're holding on to this 1-0 lead with so many chances to put another puck in the net. End of the second. This was the play of the game. It was towards the end of the second period. We get a delay a game penalty for the puck going out of play from our defensive zone. Then Kevin Hayes on the faceoff uses his hand to win a faceoff. That's a new rule that has been implemented for a couple seasons now. That's a penalty, which is a dumb penalty, by the way, but it's a penalty. A full 2-minute 5-on-3 for the Devils when the Flyers are up 1, even though they should be up 62 at this point. Carter Hart, post to post, stretches out his glove as far as humanly possible. Hughes with a beautiful pass over to Taylor Hall. One-timer, flashes the leather, and the Flyers escape. He made 3 big stops on that 5-on-3, but when he flashed the leather on that Taylor Hall one, you gotta be kidding me. The Flyers have a goaltender? Are you serious? I don't remember the last time I've ever been able to say that. We had, 8 goaltenders last year? Carter Hart, this 21-year-old stud, is making highlight reel saves on a 5-on-3s. Oh, man. That was insane. I have the goosebumps right now, and I'm in a hoodie. Supposedly, I should be sweating here because it's so damn hot. But I have the goosebumps. I have the chills because I'm replaying that in my head. That changed the game because it could have been a tie game there. They still would have had a power play. But no, the Flyers leave the second period up 1-0. We kill off the 5-on-3. And then in the third period, Kevin Hayes scores off a face-off, power play, 2-0. Provorov ends up coming down the wall a couple seconds later, rips a shot on net. Lindblom's trying to throw it back on net. It hits something else. Bang, Couturier puts it in. We're up 3-0 with the snap of our fingers. And then Travis Konecny gets a gift, but that's what happens when you have a hot stick. I forget who it was off the top of my head. Palmieri, maybe? I forget right off the top of my head. He falls net front. TK picks it up and gives a little 5-hole tuck. Bang, 4-0. And the Flyers from there, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. Alain Vigneault has this team playing great. The special teams, come on, we're killing penalties, we're killing 5-on-3s now. I don't think we should be taking so many penalties. I feel like we gave the Devils a lot of opportunities there to get on the board. We need to trim down the penalties, but we scored on the power play. The power play actually had movement. It looked like there was some flow and rhythm to it. Guys were taking shots. It looked smooth for the most part. The PK is getting the job done. Yes, Carter Hart robbed one. He was a thief, and he was someone who bailed out the penalty kill, but that's part of it. That's the part of hockey, so you got to tip your cap to him and say, holy hell, I can't wait to watch him do that all year, but I digress from that, because this is going to be a full season of me going full in love mode with Carter Hart. So the special teams did great. The forecheck continuing to be a storyline. We were getting on guys. We're being aggressive. It's funny because JVR, he was here in the beginning of his career, of course. Then he leaves, goes to Toronto. He scores all these goals. I'm just curious on what his role is here. Is he this 30, 40 goal scorer that he can be? Like, what is his role? It doesn't seem like it really worked out that way last year, although he had injury. He doesn't seem like he's this goal scorer, but he is a goal scorer. I don't know. It's weird for me out of JVR, but I love his veteran presence. He plays the game at a really solid pace, and I don't really know how to explain it. I guess I'm thinking of in terms of Al Horford on the Sixers. Nothing's going to splash. Nothing's going to be all fancy, but he just does his job, and he just plays the game smart, if you will. I hope that's making sense to you, but that's how I see JVR doing it. Now, we paid him decent money, and he has the ability to score goals. He's going to have to do that. He's going to have to put the puck in the net, but he plays the game very well, and he's smart, and he's a veteran at this point. And that's why the Flyers realistically are having success, is because they have these smart players and a good mix, realistically, of veteran players and some young guys as well. I'm super pumped with what I've seen out of this team so far, and we have to go out west now. It's a weird dynamic here early in the season. You're going overseas for one hockey game, right? One meaningful hockey game. You come back for one game at home, then you're flying out west, and you got a West Coast trip where you have to play, I believe, Vancouver and Calgary and whatnot. So just a lot of travel, but the way this team is playing right now, they're playing with confidence, they're playing with swag, and let's see if they can continue to play great hockey, because there is some buzz around this team right now after the first two games, and Alain Vigneault has this team flying around, playing smooth, and it's a beautiful thing to see, really. I do forget what it's like to have fantastic hockey in this city, and I am loving it. I'm on the edge of my seat. I'm pumped up. Like, I'm pissed off that there's a couple games or a couple days now until the next game because of going to Europe. They spaced out the beginning of our schedule. No, I want a back-to-back. I want another game tomorrow. Come on, I need more hockey. You know what I'm saying? I'm crazy. I don't know. That's just how I am. Let me know your thoughts. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you next time.